Welcome back. Coming up next, shopping for organic food and building a shopping list that's good for you. Shopping for organic food can be difficult, but it doesn't have to be. Marni Wasserman joins us. She's going to tell us exactly what we need to know when it comes to grocery lists and what kind of produce to be buying. Hi, Marni.
Hi.
Thanks for joining us today.
You're welcome.
So let's start with the grocery list. What is the most important thing people need to know when shopping for organic food?
Well, we're right in the organic food section here, so we're going to talk about produce. That's the first number one thing. When people can start getting equipped with fruits and vegetables as the basis and foundation for their health, then that is the way to go. So this is all the green food that people tend to look over this stuff in a regular grocery store. They look at some of this stuff and they have no idea what to do with it. But when it's laid out like this, or if they have some help or some education from someone like me, I show people how to use this stuff, how to incorporate things such as shards, kale, collard, broccoli. Getting this stuff into their everyday diet is essential to health.
Marni, when people buy organic food, it is a little bit more expensive. Are there certain fruits and vegetables where you can buy conventional versus organic?
Things such as peppers, green leafy vegetables, they absorb a lot of the toxins. Something you're consuming every day, you may want to make that choice to purchase it as organic because you're putting them into your body every day.
Let's talk about things you should have in your pantry.
So there's certain staple ingredients that people can have in their cupboards. That means they can pick and choose them and incorporate them into a variety of recipes. So things such as olive oil, maple syrup, almond butter, apple cider vinegar.
What about breads?
Well, breads is very common in everyone's diet, so I try and emphasize that there is alternatives to breads, meaning there's whole grain sources, and that's really what's essential to people, is to find some varieties of whole grains, flatbreads, all different flavors, using different sources of forms of wheat or wheat-free options for breads for people who are gluten-free and can't tolerate wheat. Full of fiber, full of flavor, and they taste amazing. So I always try and get people familiar with some of these breads, and it's better for their digestion, better for their health, and they feel better on these breads. So another alternative to white refined sugar is all these natural sweeteners. And as I mentioned, maple syrup is a great cupboard basic to have on hand. So there's different varieties of maple syrup here. There's dark, amber, all different varieties, agave nectar, brown rice syrup. Honey is also a really great natural sweetener. So I try and offer these to individuals to get off of white sugar.
Marni, let's talk about condiments. What are the alternatives?
Okay, well, here we are. We've got something called tamari, which is wonderful. This is a great alternative to soy sauce, which is typically found in a lot of sushi restaurants. People usually keep a soy sauce at home. This particular variety is wheat-free, so again, a lot of people who have wheat allergies, and it's high in flavor, so it's wonderful.
Marni, when it comes to boxed cereals, kids love sugar, and it's probably not the best thing to start the day off. What are some alternatives?
Well, as you can see with all the color variety here to almost match what box cereals look like, but what's inside of these boxes is very different. They're made from usually whole grain varieties of grains. They're lower in sugar, they're higher in fiber, and you can pretty much match any kind of cereal that your kid is accustomed to, and you can color enhance that with, by slicing up banana or putting blueberries and raspberries on top, and make your own Lucky Charms at home with organic, healthy ingredients. So you want to get your kids off the generic box cereals, which are really just boxes full of sugar and refined carbohydrate.
What about bulk food? Sometimes when I come into a store and I see all this bulk, I'm like, where on earth do I start? So a few pointers.
You want to find the sections when you come here. So, there's grains, and you would pick and choose, find what you need, grab a bag, pour yourself some brown rice, quinoa, and maybe you know the amounts that you need if you're focusing on a recipe, or just get enough to fill up a jar at home. So a really nice way to make a trail mix is coming to a bulk section like this and picking and choosing a couple things like raisins and goji berries and almonds and pumpkin seeds, and shake it up in a container at home, and you've got a trail mix for a snack to grab any time of day.
Thanks, Marni. So much wonderful information. Marni offers some wonderful cooking classes. To learn more, visit her website. Coming up.